canceled a trip to Georgia this morning after the suicide bomb assassination of that country's president by separatist rebels from the Abkhazia region. Continued fighting in the Abkhazia and South Ossetia regions has hindered Georgia's hopes of integration into Western institutions. Industry baron Kombain Nikolad seized power today in a bloodless coup, installing himself in the presidential palace behind a wall of political and military support. The charismatic billionaire plans on holding elections within a matter of days to affirm his seat of power and promises a pristine and profitable relationship with America and the West. Bringing high-speed fiber optic connectivity to areas of Eastern Europe that less than a decade past didn't have telephones. The technological leap is due largely to the efforts of rising information industries in the Netherlands, and especially Georgia, where the Vice President called his visit to Georgia an honor and called Georgian President Kombain Nikolads a man with his eyes on the future.
Sam Fisher. I can't believe you beat me here.
I like to be early. Hello, Colonel.
You can use my name. The room's safe.
Lambert.
Good to see you again. I trust NSA orientation is going well?
Well enough. Everybody's been real coy about what exactly I'm allowed to know.
It's the nature of the agency. We don't let any one person know everything, which means we've all got to work together.
Even though I'll be out there alone.
You'll be transmitting to us in more ways than you can imagine. And we'll be online through your earpiece and OPSAT.
And that's how we're handling training.
Yep. Sorry to make you run the course. I know you've been taking care of yourself.
I haven't been in the field in years.
Sure. But tradecraft is something you don't forget. It's like riding a bike.
Or wearing high heels.
Be careful, Fisher. Everything we say is being monitored. You know how nervous the brass is about exercising the Fifth Freedom.
I'll be good.
Be better than good. Third Echelon is a brand new initiative. The role aggressive intelligence operations will play in NSA's future will depend largely on your performance. I'll see you on the far side of the course. All right, Sam, let's get started. Can you hear me clearly?
Hi there.
Good. That means the implanted speaker is working correctly. Now, the technicians here want to calibrate your equipment. Can you turn to the red emergency light on the wall to your left? Great. Now the one on your right. Okay, same thing for pitch. Look for another light up in the rafters on the ceiling. Excellent. Now look for one on the ground in front of you. All right, Fisher, we'll get through this as quickly as possible. We'll start simple. Climb up onto that ledge, over that pool. We'll let you do your thing here. You're looking at your basic assault course. I'll chime back in once you've passed it. Good job, Fisher. As soon as you can find a way over the gate, we'll move on to covert ops training. moving on into covert ops. The objective is to sneak through the area without being detected. We've got live bodies in there. Some of the top CIA instructors have kindly volunteered to be your victims. The next door is locked, Sam. You'll need to use your lockpicks to get through it. This next door is keypad locked. The man guarding the door has the code to open it, but he's been instructed not to cooperate. Convince him otherwise.
Hi. You know, it was a pleasure working with you.
This next door is retinal scanner locked. These things are cheap and near impossible to hack. Fortunately, it's just a matter of getting the right eyes to the scanner, usually an officer. The gentleman ahead is registered for the scanner. Convince him to open the door for you.
Got it. Changing channel.
Let's work on stealth. Your gun should always be a last resort. Invisibility is your best weapon. We've got a network of photocells on your outfit connected to a visibility meter on your OPSAT. If the meter's at 4, you're lit up like a Dutch brothel. At 0, you're a ghost's shadow. Some cameras are more fragile, and all you'll need to do to get past them is shoot them. Sometimes the only way to pass a camera will be to stick to existing shadows and time your movements. Knock out the guard in the corridor and hide his body before the patrolling guard finds it. Okay now, Fisher. Let's bring in another guard to evaluate your work.
Exercise caution.
Good work, Sam. Remember that discretion is critical to our operations. Covering up the evidence of your passing through will go a long way towards proving our usefulness in the field. The next hallway's the same idea, but for sound. I'll be monitoring a few hidden mics. Have you started yet? Fisher! Holy Christmas, you're at the end. Phenomenal work. Let's move on.
That's gotta be him.
Yep. Sam Fisher, let me introduce you to Vernon Wilkes Jr.
Hello.
Hey, I've heard crazy things about your work.
I hope you don't mind. I told him some of your stories from Kuwait.
We're all friends here.
Right on.
Junior Wilkes is a longtime NSA employee. He'll be your wheels, wings, and weapons. He coordinates transportation and equipment.
Great.
For sure. Man, you must be itching to get back out in the field, huh?
It's all I'm good at.
Well, it's all we need. Welcome to the NSA.
I'm sure things are going to come together famously. Third Echelon is a brand new initiative, and we're going to have a lot to prove.
Right.
The two of you will be Third Echelon's first team on the ground. Be ready for it, and do us proud. Welcome to the NSA.
This is going to sting.
Go ahead.
Hold that.
Christ, this is spooky.
What's that?
Grim sticking wires in your head, man.
I just need to sync the encryption signature between his subdermals and Fort Meade.
Don't like that.
I know. It's for after we land. You better hurry up, Grim. We touch down in Georgia in 15.
I'm already done. Lambert? Hey, Irving, do you read me?
Tell her I read her.
He reads you.
Good. You ready to get to work?
I'd feel better if I knew what was going on.
You know what you need to. The CIA lost a mole inside Georgian President Combé Nicoladzi's cabinet. Her name is Alice Madison. They sent in Agent William Robert Blaustein to find her and lost him too.
Are we working with the CIA's cooperation?
Blaustein is outfitted with subdermals just like yours. That'll be your best lead to find him.
You didn't answer my question.
We'll tell you what you need to know. You're not out there alone, Fisher. Through me, you're attached to a dozen of the best NSA minds we have. There are political complexities with Georgia you'd need a week to understand.
I've just about memorized the speech, Lambert.
Well, start believing it. This is Third Echelon's maiden voyage, and we need it to go smooth as butter. You're about to touch down in Georgia. Get ready. Fisher, the sun's down. Time to go to work. Finding Agent Blaustein's our first priority. You're to locate him through a local NSA contact.
I'm on my way.
And stay off the streets. There's a heavy cop presence in this town. We don't have Washington's backing if this turns into an incident. Details on your OPSAT.
Don't tell me. Gergenidze is inside there.
Sam, Grim's daughter here. I say jump. Don't ask how high, just do it. You should get through this fine. Just across the hall. Go there now. Jesus, but that was close. Take a left just ahead and cut through the room. You'll find a stairwell on the opposite corner. Take it to the top floor. The contact is in this room. Let's hope to God he's still alive.
Gergenidze checked out.
Leave the corpse for the fire. There'll be less to explain to his family.
There's too much smoke. Shoot out the skylights.
That was pretty tight. Still breathing?
Doing my best.
Good. Blaustein's black box is your next objective. He's running standard agency tradecraft. You'll find the box behind a fake bookshelf or wall panel.
Put Gringo on. Because those are my orders. I speak to Vyacheslav Gringo or nobody. As Gringo, yes, sir. This is Ketevan. We finished searching the American's apartment. There is nothing else there. If 5 more bugs, can't ID. They are already on their way to the ministry. Of course. Thank you, sir. Did you check under the bed?
Yes, I'm telling you, there's nothing out here.
Gringo says to do a final sweep and then wrap it up.
The place is clean.
Don't cross Gringo.
Dang!
What's the news?
Blaustein's heart stopped beating 43 hours ago.
Any reason the CIA wouldn't know about this?
Nope.
Nice of them to share.
The subdermal went offline 6 hours after he died. The last active position was in a police station a few blocks away. Check your OPSAT. Fisher, I'm rescinding my street-level restriction. We've been monitoring the Tbilisi police radio. These cops are as crooked as a Virginia fence. They're not going to want any more international attention than we do.
Who is
Every
that?
road is open
Who is
to you.
that?
Do what you gotta do to find those missing spooks.
Hello? Who's there? Intruder! He looks serious! Who is that? Enemy on sight! Come on out where I can see you. That's not right. Hello? Who's there?
Who in the hell are you supposed to be?
What was that? Who the hell is that?
I've got Agents Blaustein and Madison.
Rest in peace. Somebody cut out their subdermals.
Where do we go from here?
We follow the subdermals if we can.
There's a security camera here.
Good thinking. Track
was
the
that
subdermals
noise?
from the video archives. The station's
Somebody
surveillance
there?
team is on the top floor.
Who is that?
Great work, Fisher. We're scanning the videotapes now.
There, that's our guy. We got him red-handed.
Can you run his face through Echelon?
Already on it. Hey, check it out. A license plate. 84KP214.
Fantastic. Fisher, we got what we need. Rendezvous with Wilkes, your work here is done. We'll get back to you once we've sifted this intel.
I'll mind my own business. Must have been nothing. I'll let somebody else worry about it.
mark a steady rise in Georgia's economy. Once central to the former Soviet Union's development and manufacture of weapons, Georgia has recently resurfaced as a potential player in the world military industry, with active contracts in Russia, Turkey, Germany, and even has stated the need, especially in these times, for a reliable source of oil in the Middle East. Commerce Secretary Moore, on a visit to Azerbaijan this morning, noted the tiny nation's enormous potential for oil, calling on American investors to provide the necessary funds for tapping the reserves.
In many ways, a leader from a bygone era. His beliefs are very firmly founded in Georgian orthodoxy. His political standings more in line with the early 20th century.
Would you fault him then as a politician?
No, not at all. Kumbay Nikolaitz is all politician. He's done wonders for the Georgian economy. A brilliant tactician. It's more a question of ethics.
And ethically speaking?
Well...
Echelon got a positive ID on your target from the morgue security cameras. A guy named Vyacheslav Grinko.
How do I find him?
By his license plate.
And if he's not with his car?
Then his driver will be. Grab him and make him talk. Don't be afraid to use
something
force.
move.
Who? Me?
Who's
Grim's
there?
daughter just pulled up the schematics on the ministry. They've got a laser security grid online in the courtyard.
So I stay out of the courtyard.
Don't let them trigger any alarms at all. We still don't have any official approval from the Joint Chiefs for this operation, so one slip-up and it's mission over.
Hey! Holy...
I'm good. What
I want to hear what Gringo and Mass talk about in that elevator.
I'll need to deactivate the courtyard laser grid to get in position.
Then do it.
Must have been nothing. Very odd. I think I heard something. Hey, I'm in here!
I need a colonel down here. We're trying to get through a retinal scanner.
I passed Colonel Kibashvili on my patrol. Want me to send him down?
God, no. I hate this guy. We'll find somebody else with the land.
Who's there? I think I heard something. I heard something move.
You've got an incoming colonel, Fisher. Make the most of him. You'll need him conscious and cooperative if you want to unlock the retinal scanner sealing the door to the courtyard.
That's detailed
It's probably
intelligence.
not my problem.
Knowing everything is my job.
Who's there? Maybe it's better if I didn't see anything.
The glass elevator's in motion.
Make with the laser, Mike Fisher. It's mission critical that we hear what Grinko and Mass say before they reach the top.
Savages. What did you rip it out with? Pliers?
We had some difficulty with Blowstein's chip. You can see fibers of muscle tissue still attached.
Nasty. Nasty.
You're in the wrong line of work to avoid getting gore on your hands.
Whatever Nikolaj does in Azerbaijan is his own conscience's burden.
You are just a tool?
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I'm the cleanup man. All the blood's on yours and Nikolaj's hands. I'm clean.
And it is?
It's what?
Clean.
Azerbaijan? Yeah, man. The operation's goddamn immaculate. Except for the files. Nikolaj insists on keeping on his own machine. You need to talk to that.
Sounds like we found the subdermals.
I get nervous when the bad guys start making blood jokes.
That conversation's going straight to the Joint Chiefs, and we're gonna need more.
Nikolaj's computer.
You guessed it. Get inside his office and access...
That's weird.
Christ almighty.
What do you have?
Bad things. Keep transmitting. We need to see how far this goes.
What's going on?
Corpses, refugee camps. They've had commandos at work in Azerbaijan for weeks. How the hell did we miss this? Keep transmitting.
Maybe it was a shadow.
Alert! All men to full alert! We have an intruder in Nikolaj's office! Wake up, you bastards! I want troops in there now! Grinko, sir. I've got 3 men about to breach Nikolaj's office.
Fisher, we need the rest of the files from Nikolaj's computer. This stuff is going straight to the president. They might be headed for military action, and we're going to need airtight proof. That's the end of it. Thank God.
What exactly is going on?
You wouldn't believe the numbers. Nikolaj has been systematically murdering his way through Azerbaijan.
And we didn't know about it.
Nobody did.
What does he want?
You can watch the news later. Rendezvous with Junior Wilkes for extraction.
Nikolaj's office is clear. We're heading for the rear gangway.
I want an update. Why hasn't the intruder been caught yet? Do we have men on the rear stairwell?
About to breach the stairwell, sir.
What?
Georgian special forces have taken hold of villages scattered throughout Azerbaijan. Incredibly, Kombayn Nagaladze appears to have been able to move thousands of troops across the border over a course of weeks, completely hidden from both local and international authorities through a high-tech. Number of Azerbaijani casualties are unknown, but early estimates number in the high.
The freedom-loving people of the world cannot stand idly by and allow an act of such staggering inhumanity and scale.
In their third day of fighting, U.S.-led NATO troops took 3 more Azerbaijani villages occupied by Georgian special forces. U.S. troops met only light resistance and suffered minimal casualties. The Georgian commando cells are becoming increasingly hard to locate as military intelligence suffers repeated. Kombayn Nagaladze has vanished, along with his top military advisors. Speculation points to Nagaladze's fear of a war crimes tribunal as motivation. A 2-minute webcast from locations unknown, Georgian President Kombayn Nagaladze called America and its allies an army of scarecrows, declaring them helpless to defend themselves or their homeland. The precise nature of Nagaladze's threat, experts fear, could make itself known within.
Visual on hostile forces. We're blowing the bridge immediately. Repeat, blowing the bridge. Everybody look lively. Our computer technician is returning with the encryption key. I need 2 men to meet him at the docking station and escort him to the data hub. Let's get this finished quickly. We're a sitting duck out here.
Who's there?
Relay alert from Philip Mass. We have incoming American warplanes.
What the hell was that?
That's our friends from the Air Force. Ground troops are imminent. We'll keep you updated.
We're under attack! We sustain heavy damage to... American fighter planes! They're coming in again! Reports of incoming troop transport!
See? It's still spraying.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Sure you did. How's it going?
Plans, Fisher. You're going after that technician Piotr. You want the briefcase that's chained to his...
Downloaded the data to that?
The laptop inside it. Use whatever force is necessary. Great job, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce.
How much longer is this gonna take?
Your daughter's on the line. Just running the encryption.
Black hell!
What's up, Gib?
The data you glommed off the rig. There's no way the Georgians could have gotten this much intel without a man inside the CIA.
Fisher, you're up.
Dad?
Sarah. Hi.
Where are you?
On my way home.
I thought you were gonna call last week.
Something came up. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Were you in Georgia?
Honey, you know I can't answer that.
Yeah, I know. I was just watching it on TV. Ah!
Sarah. Sarah! Wilkes, you okay?
I think so.
Hope everybody's all right back there. We just had a faulty collision warning. I've never seen anything like it. The entire herd went haywire.
Anybody have a line back to 3rd Echelon?
I'm here, Fisher.
What the hell's going on?
Nicolad's just declared war on the U.S.
What?
The Georgians hit our communications, transportation, power grids. We still don't know how extensive the damage is.
What's our defense? What are we doing?
What do we have? Nicolad's caught us with our pants down. All we've got is the laptop you pulled off the oil rig.
My daughter.
I know. I've got people heading over there. This whole country's a mess.
I need to see Sarah.
You know what you need to do. We're helpless until we find Nicolad's. You're heading for the CIA. Your mission just became critical.
Failure at the Red Bear Army Community Hospital in Mississippi resulted in 17 deaths and over 30 injuries. Both county electricity and backup generators were destroyed, leaving military train traveling to Norfolk, Virginia collided with a commuter rail line after an apparent failure of its automated routing system. U.S. military has not released the contents of the train's cargo, though federal authorities have evacuated a 20-mile radius surrounding the wreckage. Though no official death toll has been given, initial reports indicate the deaths of over 40 enlisted men. Potential civilian casualties are believed to be much lower.
Newspapers talking about cyber terrorism, an information crisis, information warfare. Call it what you will, but realize that no American is safe until we mobilize our army.
Rescue workers, their information grid entirely disabled, were unable to respond to the crash for nearly an hour. Injuries became fatalities as, to combine nickel odds, the Georgian president's still in hiding. Though his first wave of cyber terrorism focused on military targets, intelligence proposes that a large-scale civilian target could just as easily...
We have faced terror before and triumphed. I promise here to the American people that we will triumph again. Earth is too small a place for the perpetrators of these acts to hide. The United States and her allies will enact a justice that is swift, true, and absolute.
Time to get to work, Fisher. Let me reiterate. We cannot afford any casualties. The NSA
Who is
doesn't
that?
operate
Show
in the
yourself!
US.
What was that?
We don't spy on other agencies.
I'm not here.
That's right.
Who's
you
there?
lost existence privileges until the mission's over. We've synced a timer on your OPSAT to a pause in the ventilation system fans. You'll have a limited window of opportunity to use it for insertion.
There's something back there. What is that?
Are you gonna be staying at the hospital?
Who is that? Who is that? Show yourself! Bizarre.
I'm taking a code 7. Is there somebody available to cover my phone?
Just got word from our man inside. He says your F-2000's in place.
I think I heard a
You can
noise.
retrieve it in the storage room behind the generator backup.
1014. Repeat.
I'd be ignorant not to
1014.
arm you. Keep it holstered. One
Come out
agency
here where I
fatality
can
means
see
the
you.
mission's
You
over.
can't hide. Hello? Can I help you?
Okay. 0J-8675307, 0J-8675308, 0J-86763... Hold up. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah.
I think I heard somebody.
Fisher, GPS shows you within sight of the server. Grim's daughter's standing by. She'll be ready to trace the leak as soon as you can get us access.
I think I saw something. Too much coffee. I'm getting jittery.
All right, Lambert. We're in.
Good. Grim?
I'm inside. Just there. The leak is a low-security PC registered to one Mitchell Doherty.
Great. Doherty's PC is your new objective, Fisher. I'll upload the details to your op site.
I think I saw something.
You can't hide.
Too much coffee. I'm getting jittery.
Terminal access will be restricted to users and administrators until further notice.
I hear something.
Please note, there is no longer a smoking section in the cafeteria. All smoking is restricted to designated smoking terraces on the 5th floor.
Well, tell Clarence I'm gonna have his ass in his badge for this. Because I'm looking at agency photographs of Red Bear on TV! Find out what agency media the press has. Anything they haven't shown yet, get back before they do. I don't know. I don't care. Fix it.
I just sent you Doherty's file. He's in information retrieval, Office 508.
Who is
What do I
that?
do with Doherty?
Stay out of his way for now.
Is somebody there?
We'll get back to you when we find more on
What
it.
was that? Somebody... Oh, Jesus, don't hurt me!
Great work, Fisher. How are we doing, Grim?
Working on it. Very clever back door. Looks like Philip Mass's work. Bouncing to a server. Surf Kalina
This isn't happening.
Hey, who is that?
I'll
The
find
Kalina
you.
Tech building in... Oh, black hell. Somebody
You
spotted
can't
me.
hide.
They shut down.
We'll call back. Fisher, we're gonna need you to bag Doherty.
What happened with Grimm's daughter?
We'll worry about that. You worry about Doherty. Wait for him to take a smoke break. It'll make grabbing him easier. Details on your offset. Junior Wilkes is in position for extraction. He's with Special Agent Baxter, an interrogations expert. They've got a disappearance truck parked in the back. I've got another complication for you. Some CIA security dick is chatting up Junior Wilkes and Baxter.
How were they spotted?
They weren't hiding. NSA presence on Langley is completely legit.
The only problem is me and Doherty.
Right. A SIGINT ninja with an unconscious bureaucrat on his shoulder is less than copacetic, so don't let him see you.
Maybe it was nothing. You mean you actually deal with humans sometimes?
Rarely, but yeah.
Who's
awesome.
there? So, what do you use? I don't understand the question.
Thank God, I thought he would never go
Man
away.
down.
This our
Looks
friend?
like he's still breathing.
Did Lambert tell you about Sarah?
No.
She's fine. The blackout spooked her, but she's completely all right. Don't get too emotional. Let's get out of here.
Thanks, Wilkes.
Appeared on the internet at 3 o'clock this morning.
My declaration of war against the United States of America and its allies. Until every last foreign soldier has left Georgia, this war will continue on American soil and around the world, claiming the lives of the aggressors. The scales of power have been newly balanced, and we will no longer accept the tyranny of the United States.
Blamed the U.S. media for their part in spreading Combain Nicoladz's message. Ironic counterpoint to the situation at home, U.S. soldiers in Georgia and Azerbaijan have spent their 5th night without combat. Though tensions remain high, military intelligence has been unable to locate any remaining Georgian commando. Have dramatically increased their efforts to find Combain Nicoladze. U.S. intelligence is combing a constantly expanding search radius extending from Georgia. Each new country another possible secret alliance with the...
Because what we have here is a situation where further airstrikes just won't do any good. Nicoladze's army, if that's what you want to call it, is a bunch of...
As mourning relatives prepare funeral services, America's law enforcement and military forces prepare for the unknown, waiting for Combain Nicoladze's next move.
I've spotted the enemy. Get out of the way! Hey, forget this. He's gone.
West wing of Pit 4 is clear. Moving on to 6.
How many encryption keys did you retrieve?
This is our 7th.
East wing of fort clear. 3 encryption keys retrieved. And the ARC files? Destroyed, every one of them. Thank God. Make sure you leave the body. Of course.
Last week it was those turrets. This week it's wall mines.
So, I use the tools they give me.
You obsess over them.
You have to admit, these are cool.
Yes, but if we plant too many, it's dangerous.
They're supposed to be dangerous. They're mines, for God's sake.
Doesn't make sense. What the hell? I've spotted the enemy.
We just sussed a little more out of Ivan.
There's a group of mercenary programmers alive on the 3rd floor.
They're trapped behind a cluster of wall mines.
You think they might have encryption keys?
It's worth checking. Grim checked the building specs. That geek's story about gas pipes holds up.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast. You don't have a lot of time.
That's not right.
Great work, Fisher. That could have been bad.
But we've got a new twist for you. I hacked into the power grid. Somebody's thrown the breaker on the fire door circuit.
Meaning you won't be able to open the doors until you found that breaker. Details on your OPSAT.
I just spotted somebody in the auditorium. Maybe our intruder. I need backup, now!
Must have been nothing. What is that?
Anybody see anything? Nothing. Stepan. No. There's nothing out here. Auditorium's clear. We are returning to our post.
heard something. Who is that? I heard something. Who is that?
Please relay a request for patrol relief to command. I need somebody.
Must have been none. But I heard something.
Great. Good work, Fisher. Opening those fire doors cleared your path to Ivan, and it did the same thing for the Russians. You better make damn sure you get to him first. Update on your situation. To cover our asses politically, we clued in the FBI, and we're gonna have to leave Ivan for them.
So what am I doing here?
Ivan's a technicality. All we need to trace Nicolad's is his encryption key. Get that, and we're golden.
We already checked this hallway.
We might have missed something. We'll check it again.
How could we have missed somebody?
Listen, this order came down directly from Vyacheslav Grinko. If just one of these geeks gets out of here alive, he'll skin us all.
Yeah, well...
Well, what?
Nothing. Hold on a second. I need to visit the little boy's room.
Make it fast.
Who are you talking to? Who's on that phone?
Please, don't!
Tell me who!
Here!
I don't want the damn phone. I want you to tell me who you're talking to.
I don't know. I thought it was the cops.
Who are you talking to?
I don't know.
You have 5 seconds to give me a name, you worthless slag.
Please.
5, 4...
Are you... yeah, listen, no, you're...
Fisher, you're gonna like this.
It makes me nervous when you say that.
The Russians are all over the top floor. They're gonna have to do some cleaning before the Osprey can safely touch down for extraction.
Hey, what is that? I see something. What the hell?
I cannot wait for morning.
Tonight's work is some of the worst I've ever done.
It will be yours.
Hey, what is that? Move!
Do you have a cigarette?
I think I see something. What the hell? I think I see something.
shot me. I don't want to die.
You'll be all right.
What's it supposed to feel like? You've been shot more than anybody I know. I'm gonna be okay.
Wilkes.
I'll live.
You're dying, Wilkes.
Are you all right?
Is that a joke?
I'm sorry.
Turn.
You're headed for Myanmar. The mission's not over.
What about Wilkes?
We're scrambling for a replacement. We might have a runner in Japan we could borrow, a woman named Cohen.
What's in Myanmar?
Nikolads. We used the Kalinatech data to pinpoint him at the Chinese embassy in Rangoon.
Chinese support for the Georgians?
The political situation isn't good. If they are backing Nikolads, you better find rock-solid proof. I don't want to go into World War III without a good reason. You've got some time before you reach Rangoon. Want me to patch a secure phone line so you can talk to Sarah?
No.
Disaster was narrowly averted at the Pickett Gap water treatment plant in Tennessee. Plant management attribute the malfunction to a remote viral attack, possibly the latest act of terror in the Georgian information crisis. Still have no leads in the search for Combane Nikolads. NATO and charity groups working in Azerbaijan continue to uncover the corpses left from what was only the beginning of the Georgian president's campaign of high-tech terror. If not for the swift intervention of plant employees, hundreds or even thousands could have become life-threateningly ill from contaminated water.
They say we're safe and all right, but then they tell us to boil our water.
Seeing the disaster averted at Pickett Gap, a possible turning point in the Georgian information crisis, marking the first time American authorities were able to recognize and overcome one of Nikolads' acts of terror. Described early diplomatic negotiations with China a mixture of silence and antagonism. The Chinese claimed that the U.S. are using suspicions of Georgian support as an unfounded excuse to inspect Chinese weapon stores, and have so far refused cooperation. If possible, lending an even greater urgency to the search for Combane Nikolads.
Your contact is in place. Our man in Burma, or Myanmar.
Whatever. Where do I find him?
A rooftop a few blocks from the embassy. Says he's under a large red sign. Respond to the phrase, a bright cold day in April. We've updated your OPSAT. To be clear, if you kill anybody, this mission's over. You slip up on this one.
I'll find a fallout shelter and learn some prayers.
I'm glad you understand. Be good.
I saw something. Show yourself. I heard something.
He was breaking the curfew. Those are the rules.
Show yourself. Who's there?
It's
good. You're late, but you're here. Okay, we need to do this quickly.
Go ahead.
That map will show you the general's office in the courtyard.
I thought it was the ambassador's office.
It was.
Is there a gate?
Yes, but a delivery truck will be pulling through shortly. You can sneak in.
Solid work.
I'm very good at my job. Okay, bye-bye.
The shadows. What's that?
Word of caution, Fisher. That truck's going to be your only chance to get inside the embassy. Don't blow it.
Is there something going on I don't know about?
All you need to know is this. If you do find Nikolai's in there, be ready to scramble. One wrong step could mean war. If anybody in the embassy triggers an alarm, we're pulling you out. The mission's over.
Hello.
Hey, it's me again.
May I see your papers?
This is the 7th time tonight. Can't we give the papers a rest?
This protocol comes directly from Feirong. Let me see your ID. Thank you. Authorization should only take a minute.
What was that? Something moved. What was that?
Give me 3 more days. The devices can be armed in one and placed the next. Of course the Ark. But you know the details. We need to strike together, or we may as well not strike at all. Nicholas, listen to me, because you will reveal us. That's ridiculous. How could they listen? That's paranoia, but fine. No, fine. We will have a safe conversation. I will call you back from my car.
Good Lord, Fisher. That's General Kong Feirong.
Good Lord. Who's that?
He was the chairman of China's Central Military Commission until '01. Very high PLA muckamuck.
A Chinese general talking to Nikolai's isn't good news.
Whatever he's going to say when that conversation resumes just became our highest priority. Stay with him. Time to get invisible. Anyone so much as sees you and the mission's over.
Not the only ones I'm worried about eavesdropping. They are just the most capable. Of course. How many times will the signal be rerouted? You also believe your Kola Peninsula base untraceable. I understand the psychology of war. Yes. I've attended many executions, but never Americans. Hold on a second. Driver, how far away is Mukshombo Meet?
10 minutes, maybe more. But we'll have to stand a police check along the way.
No, it's not worth the trouble. I will just watch the broadcast like everyone else. Yes, too true. You are a wicked man, Mr. Nicholas. I hope your performance goes well. Take care.
They're going to execute the soldiers.
Sounds like it.
You've got to stop them. Rendezvous with Cohen. I'll forward her the coordinates for Mook.
Muksobo.
Right.
Auspicious hunting ground.
damn straight. The time for subtlety is past. I need to get this to the Joint Chiefs. See if this means war.
Hop in the back. We gotta go. Grab hold of something.
Though the evidence itself has not been revealed, U.S. intelligence is claiming to have proof of China manufacturing nuclear weapons, a blatant infraction of international treaties. China has made an unmitigated denial of the charges, restating the belief that diplomatic talks with China continue to crumble. U.S. military forces are mobilizing towards the anticipation of possible hostilities. China again denies any involvement in Kombain Nikoladz's, oh my God, broadcast through the internet just minutes ago.
Cannot allow my nation to be subjected to the blatant international despotism of the United States or the cronyism of its allies. The world is not yours alone, and the soldiers you send into it are all equally guilty of American fascism. At 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time, the United States soldiers captured in a just war against their motherland will be executed. Their deaths broadcast for the world to watch.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. Nikoladz's kills these men on live broadcast. We're sunk.
Are we worrying about the broadcast or the murders?
For now, the broadcast. It'll buy us time to stop the killings. Nikoladz's is broadcasting from an antenna on the roof. That's your first objective. You'll find the rest on your offsite.
I want...
Engaging hostiles!
Should we check it out?
What the hell just happened? The broadcast antenna's down. We've got no outgoing signal.
You're under attack. The Americans are here. They've taken out the broadcast antenna.
Get Nikoladz's out of here. I want his helicopter airborne now. I want a squad of technicians with an armed escort on the roof and repairing that antenna. I want the Americans found and killed.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you shook things up pretty well, but it's only going to buy us a few minutes. Find those soldiers, Fisher.
We have Nikoladz's on board. Estimated departure in...
Identify yourself.
I heard something. Gringo, this is Nikoladze. Kill the American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Theron we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark.
What about the broadcast?
Somebody's coming. It's not our place to quit. I heard something. What was that? Strange. Somebody's coming. Maybe it was a shadow. Identify yourself.
Are you sure?
They put him on a helicopter. Nicolaz has left us.
Gringo must think the Americans are here.
God help us if they are. Who's there? That's sick. I'm a soldier, not a sadist.
Come on, you know you want to watch.
I don't. Broadcasting murder is barbaric.
You're naive to think it's anything but history.
It's a pointless conversation. We're on patrol until the alert quiets.
Don't tell me you believe those American super spy stories coming out of Kola.
If Nicolaz believes them, I believe them.
Those stories are nothing but Russian winters and Russian vodka. We should be with the others watching the broadcast.
You're the call what if how it is not what's I
Damnation! The Americans have taken the basement. I want them armed to converge on the basement. We'll kill them all. Colonel Bagrat, report! Colonel Bagrat! Damnation! I'm going down there. Nosenko, you're coming with me.
Fisher, kill Grinko.
Okay.
His men are mercenaries. Their only cause is money and intimidation.
So, once Grinko's dead, they scatter.
Let's hope so.
Grinko's dead! He killed Grinko! Repeat that? Vyacheslav Grinko is dead!
Fisher, Echelon just picked out an intercept. Ferrong knows that Grinko's dead and Nicolaz is gone.
That's not good.
Get back to the embassy. He's trying to destroy the evidence that could keep us out of a war.
Right.
Since the unexplained interruption of the webcast executions, no information of the captured American soldiers has surfaced. Has instated a complete media blackout regarding diplomatic negotiations between the U.S. and China. Authorities warn of the very real possibility of Georgian mercenaries releasing falsified news reports. The possibility that China was in any way involved in the still unconfirmed execution of American soldiers, in the hope that the crisis can be averted before leading to World War.
What if it detonates on the way?
Who's there?
Fisher, you're going to have a whole mess of keypad locked doors to get around, and we won't be able to count on captured intelligence for the codes. You'll need to improvise. We've got an idea for the keypad locked doors. Go ahead, Grim.
The average temperature in the embassy might be cool enough that you could sense a heat difference on the keypads.
It's worth a try. These doors are our only way forward.
Governor, we've wiped the last of the data speed. We're moving on to abstract.
Idiot! What? It's in 1,000 pieces!
They can retrieve data from the fragments. The drives must be wiped and broken.
Yes, sir.
Grim, how does it look?
I don't know how much of this we can use. They've wiped clean most of... Lambert, take a look.
Oh, dang. We just found the missing Americium 239. Back in a second, Fisher.
What?
New objective, Fisher. There's a convoy of trucks in a warehouse on the embassy grounds. You need to make sure they never leave. I know you're not equipped with enough explosives, but...
But anything with a full tank of gas is a bomb waiting for a fuse. Do I need to worry about radiation?
The components aren't assembled. You won't trigger anything nuclear.
along Perron. Relay condition red to all troops. Repeat, condition red. Nicholas has abandoned us. All men to full alert. I want that convoy ready to move.
You should have an official order for this.
There's no time. I have to see the convoy before it leaves.
I understand, but this is the only time.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Must have been nothing. What's that? The lights! Hey! Turn the lights back on! That's not right. What was that? Something moved.
That's enough, Pen. We've got more than enough fuel on board, and we need to get moving.
Okay.
Great work, Fisher. Those nukes aren't going anywhere.
Now the General.
Right. We think he and his computer both are in the Ambassador's office. You'll need Farron alive to access his data.
Gua! I need help! The General is trying to kill himself! Where are you? His office! Hurry!
I'm going to shoot myself.
Not in the face.
You are American. You are the cause of all my sorrows, yes? Perhaps you will do me the favor of killing me.
Fantastic work.
I see more suicide.
Grim, how does the data look?
Solid. This completely separates Fairong from the Chinese government.
Fantastic. Get the relevant stuff to the Joint Chiefs. Forward the same to China through the CIA. Fisher, we're done in Myanmar. Beat Cohen and get the hell out of there. Fisher, it's time we talked about the Ark.
What is it?
What Nikolaj wants most in the world, and what we're going to catch him by.
That's all we know.
We know the Ark is hidden somewhere inside the Georgian presidential palace, and we know Varlam Kristavi is letting him take it.
Who's Kristavi?
The new president of Georgia, pushed into power by our friends at the CIA.
It doesn't make sense.
We'll do the thinking. Your primary mission in Georgia will be Nikolaj. We get him and the game's over. The good guys win.
Were you talking to Lambert?
Yep. How soon before we touch down in Georgia?
We don't. You'll be making a halo jump.
Goody.
Dad, is that you?
Sarah? It's good to hear your voice.
Are you coming home? The TV said you guys beat Nikolaj.
It's not that simple.
So you're not coming home?
No, honey, not yet. But soon.
A collective sigh of relief as the U.S. returned to a state of amicable diplomacy with China. The swift action of the CIA and Chinese intelligence revealed a splinter faction of the Chinese military covertly supporting the Georgian information crisis, declaring a national day of mourning for those lost in the Georgian information crisis. Confirms the consummate defeat of Kombain Nikolaj's cyber warriors. The acts of information terrorism have come to an end, and in a ceremony later today, President Bowers will be issuing an official thanks to the CIA, FBI, and U.S. Special Forces for their role in bringing an end to the crisis. Though his whereabouts are still unknown, Kombain Nikolaj is essentially powerless.
We have torn off the Scorpion's claws. We have severed his tail, and he cannot stay hidden for long.
Welcome back to Georgia, Fisher. Our cleanest path to the Ark is President Kristavi's records. Details on your OPSAT.
What if Kristavi gets in my way?
Don't touch him. He's copacetic with the CIA. If Kristavi dies, the mission's over.
Tandil, why don't you clean up after your dog? Who is that? Get that damn spotlight out of my eyes, you filthy sniper! Centennial, Bandry, keep the chit-chat off the airwaves. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I think I heard something. Who goes there? Comb the area.
Those aren't palace guards. Some kind of special forces.
Georgian elite. Probably Kristavi's men, which would suggest Nikolai's is local.
Does that affect my game?
No. Find those interrogation files. And Kristavi's men aren't going to be much friendlier than Nikolai's is. You're authorized for lethal force.
Must have been nothing. Maybe it was a shadow. President Kristavi, sir. Is that you? I think I heard something.
I hate this kind of thing.
What do you have?
Interrogation, torture, and... oh, Christ!
What?
The Ark is a SATO.
A what?
A special atomic demolition munition.
You mean a nuclear suitcase bomb?
Yeah. I'll get back to you. The Ark is the mission, Fisher. Get it. It's in a safe inside a vault in the library.
We've reached the library. Nikolai is inside. Everybody at alert. We are retrieving the Ark. Be ready to get out of here.
What is that?
We have an intruder. Some kind of American commando. Get Nicholas into the vault. Keep his head down until we take care of him. Being betrayed! They turned on us! Kristavi's men have opened fire! We need back!
Did you kill him? Who's there?
Nobody move.
Hands in the air! Nobody move! Nobody move!
Come by Nikolai's. And who's your friend? An American?
Ask him.
You will give us the Ark.
I am not God.
You will give us the Ark.
I honestly don't know what you are speaking of.
Kristavi knows it is a nuclear suitcase bomb. And he knows you have it.
Clever man. Does he know that it is already in America?
What?
The Ark is not here.
Keep talking.
The only thing in this vault is the activation key. The bomb itself is in America. If Kristavi guarantees my freedom, I'll tell him where to find the Ark.
Give us the activation key.
This spy has the key, this American. You'll have to take it from him. I can give you the location, but only on the condition of my safety and freedom.
Agreed. You two, escort Mr. Nicholas out of the library. You, who are you?
Don't talk, Fisher. We're arranging for a blackout in 5 seconds. Make the most of it.
Give us the key to the Ark. You can hand it to me, or I can take it from your corpse. You have 5 seconds to decide. 4 seconds. 3, 2... Show yourself!
Fisher, we can't let Nicholas walk away.
You think he really knows where the Ark is?
Yes, we...
There's someone there.
The American is carrying intelligence vital to the safety of our nation. His capture or death is our highest imperative.
Let me be as clear as possible. Snipe Nicholas from there. Do it now. Don't miss. You probably won't get a second chance at this. Sharp work, Fisher. It's time to get scarce. That data you're carrying is the last of it.
The last of what?
Nicholas's threat against the U.S. Our highest priority right now is keeping what you're carrying out of enemy hands. The Osprey's waiting.
Shots fired in Kristavi's office. All troops to full sweep for the American spy. He must be captured or killed at any cost. What's Kristavi's status? Cover President...
8-story apartment building and surrounding 4 blocks in Hopegate, Maryland, were evacuated today by the National Guard. Authorities cited a gas leak as the reason for the evacuation, stressing that today's events had no relation whatsoever to Combine Nicolats or the Georgian information crisis. Hopegate, less than half an hour from downtown Washington, D.C., will, since the recovery and confirmed identity of President Combine Nicolats' corpse 5 days ago. Palace guards fatally shot President Nicolats in the midst of what appears to have been an attempted ousting of acting President Varlam Kristavi. In a press conference this morning, U.S. President Bowers lauded the American people for their courage.
We were injured, we stumbled, but we did not fall. The world knows no hardship or terror that American tenacity cannot overcome. The world knows no problem that American ingenuity cannot solve. And so
Dad,
I extend my
what's so
deepest
funny?
admiration to every U.S. citizen of the world, to every civilian and every soldier standing firm against the terror and tyrannies of wicked men. History will not forget your resolve. History will not forget your resolve.
Dad, what's going on? You haven't laughed since the Reagan administration.
It's nothing. Forget about it.
We have kept the bright
That's
flame
the
of
secure
American
line, honey.
freedom
It's for me.
burning throughout
Oh.
the world. May God clear our vision and strengthen our minds for the work to come. And may God bless America.
You're not leaving again, are you, Dad?
Hello, Lambert.